Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and another beer review. This is by Stickmen Brewing Company out of Lake Oswego, Oregon. It's called Bananas on Fire. According to the label, they called it Banana Foster Ale, which I've never even heard of. Here's what the can looks like. It's kind of basic there, just some bananas with, the words with flames in them. It's a German Dunkelweizen, so a dark wheat beer. They added rum-soaked vanilla beans to it. Stickmen Brewing Company's been around since 2011. European, German, and Belgian style beers. We did have this on tap at the bar, and one difference we could tell from having it earlier this year as opposed to now is the rum and the vanilla was more potent and it's more subtle in the batch made this year. Bananas on Fire Double Dunkelweizen, an ode to Bananas Foster via wheat beer. The Whitehead Stefaner yeast, Weizen yeast, provide bananas and spice, while the caramel comes from a good dose of specialty malts. Vanilla beans in the secondary round out the classic flavor profile. It doesn't say that rum was added here, but in another description I saw that. This is a seasonal beer. However, it's not a regular season. It's only available September and October of each year. The 4-pack of it cost me, I think, $13, a little over $3 a beer. And these are 16-ounce cans. They don't give any indication what the ingredients are, but I'm sure it's a large combination of Pilsner malt and wheat malt, and that's going to give a little bit of sweetness, some bread cracker notes, but I'd say more of the darker flavors are going to be present than any of the wheat or base malt. For the darkness, it's hard to say what they used, and it could be a special bee malt, it could be a Kira Munich, some kind of roasted malt in there, and those can give usually some a little bit darker fruit flavors, roasted notes, caramel, toffee, rum extract, and soaked vanilla beans in that. Hops for this, well, for a typical German Hefeweizen, they're going to be noble hops or something along the lines of Hallertauer, Tettnanger, Saaz. The Whitehead Stefaner yeast is a very popular, well-known Hefeweizen yeast. Most Dunkelweizens are medium to full body. That's pretty typical. 7.8% alcohol, 14 IBUs. Typical for a Dunkelweizen is going to be a rich mahogany color all the way up to a deep brown, usually pretty cloudy, a little bit sweet, banana, caramel, toffee, possibly raisin, or some dark fruits. A Dunkelweizen is really just a dark Hefeweizen. Murky, medium brown, medium mahogany color, extremely cloudy.
A little murky. It's not.
Murky. Thin head. It's almost flatlined. The stuff you see flowing in there, that's from a low flocculating yeast. I get sweet, caramel, light rum, and vanilla.
I get a strong scent of banana and vanilla. A little bit of rum.
I don't get any other flavors than the ones I mentioned. I was anticipating maybe a little bit dark fruit or something in there, but no, none of that at this point. Coats the top of my mouth, about 80-90% of it's there. Just a full brush of banana, light vanilla, light rum. I do get a little bit of sweetness out of it there. There may be a little bit of caramel or toffee. The bananas and the vanilla and the rum are the most present, and they're very nice. It tastes medium bodied. There's no bitterness, hoppiness to it at all. Sweepings of light vanilla, followed up by a little bit of rum. Once the flavors go in my mouth, like I said, they spread out and brush back and forth. They stick around for a little while. I'm not getting any toasted or roasted out of this. I don't get any bread, biscuit, grain. I don't get any citrusy, earthy, herbal. So Monique thinks the alcohol is potent. It's almost 8%. Because I don't think it's strong. The alcohol's hidden to me. I can't even tell it's there. The mouthfeel is fairly solid. It's not thin and watery. A little bit chewy getting there. This recipe is most likely simple. They're relying much on the banana flavor from the yeast. Vanilla and rum complement it very nicely. This beer absolutely has character to it though. Very flavorful. German beers or German style beers are not known for complexity. In flavors, yes, but in actual ingredients, no. But it just has a nice flavor profile. Nothing's a punch in the face, but it's well done. Any final thoughts from you?
No, I think it's a well balanced blend.
For me, I thought you said part of this complete breakfast. It still coats my mouth the same, about 80% along the top, brushing back and forth. Banana hits me first, followed by more subtle vanilla and rum. I wish the vanilla and rum was a little more potent, but yeah, I'm just happy to have something there. No hop character at all to it, I can tell. Still get the same mouthfeel out of it. It's a little bit chewy, not watered down at all. There's still the same, maybe hints of caramel and toffee in there. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of malt character. I still get any roasted, toasted. It still tastes medium body.
I think it tastes slightly different out of the can.
Oh, so you get a little metallic?
Yeah.
So she's getting a little metal in her diet. So to me, it tastes the same both ways. To Monique, she gets hints of metallic. I did not notice any off flavors of this beer. I didn't get anything medicinal, no cidery, no astringency, diacetyl, chemical, nothing like that. She does get a hint of metallic out of it. No infections or anything, any other problems we can tell with it. Would I buy this again? Oh yeah, I really like this beer. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it. I don't think it's the number one best, but I'd rate it probably the top 3. Good flavor to it, richness, the rum and vanilla, it's well done, great flavor to it. So I think it's at least average, maybe a little bit above that. Stickmen Brewing Company, Lake Oswego, Oregon. Bananas on Fire, Banana Foster Ale. It's a German-style Dunkelweizen with rum-soaked vanilla beans. If you have any comments, feedback, anything to say about this beer or any other beers, send me a message. I like to read them and talk to the beer drinkers. That's all we have for this review. We're going to finish off this Dunkelweizen and move on to something else. Cheers. This is bananas. No, we went to their brewery. This beer originally came out last year, I believe, for the first time. I don't even think that's right. Monique and myself had this beer last year. No, that's not right either. Monique and myself had this beer for the first time. Actually, I'm going to back up again. Being a Dunkelweizen, it should be. Oh, Oh, no, that'll be later. Okay, body style it's expected. Hold on for just before we start sipping away, because I like to give a little bit of a rundown. Because last time I was like, okay, the color is when you're half done, right? It's like, what the fuck? What about you?
I don't know.
Great description for Monique. Ask Monique what color it is. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's good. That works. It was really good. Good though. I couldn't tell you if it tastes like a Banana Foster beer, Banana Foster dessert, because I'd never heard of one. They still don't even know what they are. This beer is part of the complete breakfast.